Hi, everybody. This is Joanna from Universal Love Light Ascension Wisdoms, Global Ascension Teachings and webinars, and Shamanic Heavenly Radiance, Shamanic Tarot, bringing all of our shamanic wisdoms, galactic, omnipresent wisdoms through the Divine Tarot. We do collective readings every week. We share them on this channel as well as my tarot channel, which is Heavenly Radiance, and Joanna's Breakthrough Series. So this is really a culmination of all our early morning ascension chats, which allow me to be more intimate and more personal, sharing my own personal story in hopes that it weaves and intersects the stories and the experiences that many are going through to break through the veils of confusion and fogginess that we've all been living in and that we're transitioning through, leaving the 3D limitations and fears and the stories that we've created in those experiences of limitation and fear. And the 4D realm is that emotional healing realm, so that when we return into these 5D templates, these higher vibrational templates, we're co-creating from that purity of who we are as truth, as love. So the 4D realm kind of prepares us for that 5D instant manifestation. Because obviously many of us, even the masters, we're manifesting instantly from thought at the 5D frequency. So if our thoughts are not in balance, then we can understand, as we're all moving through the transitions and the clearing and the cleansing from our entire earthly experiences, how challenging and preparing ourselves to have that greater light and to carry it with integrity, not from the ego base, because to manifest instantly from that ego experience does not serve the all. And so that 5D perspective is that all oneness. So part of my excitement to come forward today will be an intimate ascension chat as well as a breakthrough. Part of my excitement is to really get people excited about all that we exist within, what exists within us, and who we truly are, so that we can begin creating these beautiful ascension fields, these fields that we all co-create. And what we've been moving through, and what I've personally been moving through, is a huge transitional experience in my life, having to leave behind the beliefs and the patterns and the stories that I've brought with me in my Akash and in my soul story, so that I can rewrite it how I want. So that I can rewrite it as a divine feminine that's moved through many challenges and many disruptions and many illusions that I've created from that lack of belief of who I was as source. And moving through those stories and moving through those various perspectives, coming through that, centering every morning, waking up and saying, today I will be the blessed being that I am. I'm gifted with who I am. We're infinite beings and vessels of light. How may I co-create in this knowing? So to really reaffirm and move forward in every day with that beautiful stallion-like energy, that unicorn presence of majesty. I'll just show you these two cards here. The stallions and the horses represent that freedom of that will, that willpower that we have as that divine male. And the unicorn is the nurturance of the ideas and that creativity, that emotional creativity. So the balancing of these two magical energies of that will and that strength to live within your integrity, to live within your truth, to live within who you are as a pure positive being of light. And then have that emotional delicateness, you see that beautiful butterflies, and the beautiful elegance of the unicorns, to live within the mastery of those two energies, constantly weaving your emotionality of who you are as truth, of who you are as beauty, of who you are as elegance, and create that from that will. And they were showing me yesterday, I'm not sure if I talked about it yesterday in our offering, but what they often show me is, because I offer it in our teachings, is that that beautiful micro and macro perspective, and how we allow ourselves to see what's unfolding in our reality as reflections and mirrors of what's going on within us, bringing everything to a higher level of vibratory experience within us. How to create that oneness and similitude with all facets of our reality, all of our collectives, whether it's the animals, the nature, Gaia, the waters and the forests, or whether it's our connection with one another, and that's been really big. But what they've been showing me is that beautiful balance of male and female within my micro macro experience and the collective, and how can we bring the majesty of the divine feminine, that creative flow, that creative emotional experience, that creative excitement that we all own. We all own that within us. It does get shut down and suppressed. And that's why a lot of the morning clearing of the root, the safety, the abundance, the beauty and the ability to be abundant in all things at that root, your creativity and your natural flow and the sexuality and the sensuality within the sacral, having those all be beautiful flowing experiences so that you are an open vessel unconditionally as love, the flow of source, that fluidity and continuity of source, which is always ever changing. And as we rise in frequency of the divine planet, as we rise in the divine frequency from the planet, we'll be sending us those new codes from the crystalline grids that constantly get upgraded, because our crystalline DNA, the crystalline energy, that Christed energy that's within us, within our DNA, our water bodies, and our chakras are connected and linked with Gaia. So every time she receives that Christic DNA upgrade within the crystalline grid, so do we, and vice versa. As our DNA gets upgraded, so does she. But it's only with our free will and our connection, our awareness, that we're entangling as this beautiful sacred geometry, as this beautiful essence of light, that we're constantly being fed the highest wisdoms and informations from all that we are as a soul, the sacred geometry that we're constantly rebalancing and moving within the rebalancing of what's going on in our collective. Come on, come on. Letting my cat in. Now she's gonna sit at the door and meow. She wants him, but she sits there and meows. And so what's really exciting is that I'm really excited to have, I pull in the symbolisms from how I get them and how I receive them. And allowing ourselves to know that there is all that we exist within, that omnipresence essence, which is source, creator, consciousness, the all that is love. That's the story. We exist within love. We are love. It's very simple. What comes as the masking and what comes as the veils that we cover ourselves with are the beliefs and the psyche wounds from our other lifetimes that we're all here to heal. We're here to heal the societal veils that we've created as a collective, the stories that we're telling ourselves, the vibrational wounds that we're here to show one another and help one another heal. So that's why that mirroring and that experience is created as a collective experience, whether it's a small family, a partnership, a soulmate, whatever it is. We're here showing one another the very best of ourselves. We're here to show one another where the wounds exist and how may we flow that infinite source love to heal. Because it's all love. It is all love. What eyes we perceive and how we feel through these energy bodies, these vortices that get activated. And if we're not clearing them, they stay suppressed, which causes that imbalance and we walk sideways. It may not physically seem like we're walking sideways and bumpy and lumpy, but it's how we appear our reality. How we feel about ourselves can be bumpy and lumpy and discordant. Because the energy vortices of all that we are held within is not in balance. All of these energy vortices require our acknowledgement, our awareness, and our acceptance and allowance to clear and cleanse and nurture and heal and honor every aspect of us. Every chakra, every cell, every molecule is that micro macro source. And we're just showing that this Vesica Pisces, which they showed me a couple of years ago, they were really focusing on that Vesica Pisces with me, so that we understand, and how we've often in our healings and in our teachings offered that infinity symbol, because we're constantly weaving out what no longer serves, what serves, what no longer serves, and transmuting it through that nurturance of the divine feminine. Allowing those new creative wills and capacities to create in that fundamental physicality that is the divine male. That divine male helps us create in the physical form. But if it's out of balance, then we're creating those imbalances in physical form. Imbalanced relationships, jobs that don't serve us are not of integrity. They're not serving that soul's alignment, So why those morning clearings are really important, because it helps you align, and as you awaken, you dust off, that was yesterday. I'm letting go of that wound. That's not who I am right now. I'm aligning with who I am. I am magic. I am infinite. I am eternal. I am the majesty of source. That is truth. Everything is love. What perceives and what stories are being told, that's being in the world, but not of it. You don't have to be a part of those stories. You can be here to anchor a new potential story and start fanning out your energy vibration so that you become that magic. You become that infinite perspective of source. You become that compassionate level frequency that heals everything and all things in its path. And that's the That's the path of mastery that really, really, really takes courage. That really takes that, I mean, that really takes that divine male, you know, standing firm no matter what you see, no matter what is presented to you, no matter what things will come to your path from past energies and stories you're resolving. Because remember, we're still in that time space. Won't be always like that. We'll begin becoming more and more, you know, instantaneous. So whatever is presenting it to you, you can choose from that miraculous, magical space to know that there is love within it. It is all love. There is a story presented so that you may see through it, through the intelligence and the wisdoms of your intuition, that divine feminine, and nurture it whole. Nurturing it whole can be an infinite number of perspectives, especially through transition. If it's a breakup, if it's leaving a job, if it's changing your diet, changing how you feel about yourself and care about yourself. Those can be presented in ways that allow you to then thread back into the infinite truth that is all love, within and without, micro, macro. That I'm caring for myself. I'm going to choose words, and I'm going to choose food. I'm going to choose beverages that serve me. I'm going to choose relationships that are emotionally available and emotionally empowering and intellectually stimulating and spiritually expansive. You know, what is it within you, that alignment within you? And when you're not aligned, you don't know what your values are. You're choosing from values of misalignment. So that morning clearing and those morning, you know, self-care, clearing away the density, oftentimes it's not yours. You get to realign with who you are and what your truth is, so that you get to say, well, this is my value for today. I'm really going to care for myself in the physical way. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to walk in nature. I'm going to sing and I'm going to dance, because that joyful vibration is that upliftment that 5D requires to uplift yourself. You need to amplify your body by exercise, by moving, by doing something joyful, then calling in those energies, because as your vibration raises physically, mentally, emotionally, etherically, you're able to call in that higher vibrational wisdom. And why sometimes people feel as if they can't hear their guides or connect with their guides is because there's densities that have been blocked, or they're not raising their vibration high enough to attune to the new information and the new ways that they're communicating. Because there's still blockages or beliefs that I'm not connecting. You're connecting in all moments. It's all love. It's all love. So connect with what is my core belief that's not showing me that love that I am. I am love. It's a truth. It's as my name is, I'm love. all things are love. What is being shown to you is the story, is that veil of, okay, what is this showing me? You know, just like when you're picking your oracles and your tarots, it's all love. It's all love. This symbol is showing you the story that's required for you to go within and say, this is my confirmation that I'm absolutely trusting in who I am as the miracle and the magic of Source Creator. It's all love. My essence of this knowing, as my name is, I am love. I create miracles. I know who I am. I'm releasing what no longer serves. I have the heavens with me. I have the highest universal energies with me to clear, cleanse, release, and let go, within and without. And I stand within the essence and the body of who I am as light. In this knowing, in this empowerment, I weave my strength, I weave my majesty, I weave my creative miracles, I weave my intuition. I am fully in alignment with who I am as trust. I'm one with Source. I trust that. All will be delivered. The higher and the deeper and the richer and the wider that you live this, because it's a vibration, living that miracle that you are as love. Live the miracle. When you're walking about your day and you pass a mirror, live the miracle. Wow, I just saw a miracle. Holy cow, did you see that? And people are like, what do you mean? It's just your reflection. Yeah, I know, right? That's me. I'm so awesome. Look at me. And just give yourself those few minutes of upliftment a day. Reaffirm to yourself, I am a miracle. I awoke today. I have breath. I breathe with the heavens. The heavens are with me. Nothing and no density, no darkness can touch the light that I am. I am profound, and I am here to create compassion and light, and I'm here to shine it forward. I will bring this forward, and I will live me. If that's your truth, if that oftentimes, as I've been moving through, the process of awakening, my body has ached and my fields have ached for those really high vibrational energy connections with Soul Tribe that just, you just need that moment where you're uplifted. You just need that moment to realign you. Okay, I remember now. Thank you. I'm not going to get stuck in that dense story. Or, you especially when you're going through huge transitions that take you from what was into what might be, and you have no idea what might be, because the unknown is new for everybody. But you're creating what that unknown is from that core vibration. So if your vibration is stuck within the old stories and the worries and the anxieties, or old energy stories that are no longer you, that's what you're creating, but at a faster, quicker pace, and oftentimes more deep in its impact. Instead of just a little knock, it's going to become a big punch. And who wants that? So when I've been moving through my path, I've had to create that inspiration for myself, because as the body accelerates in light, and sometimes you might not feel it as you're awake and just go, oh, here we go again. It just feels so heavy. It just feels so heavy here. Shift it around, and create that inspiration of love and miracles and majesty within you, so that you're not flowing within, if you so choose, it's always free will. We all have those moments because it's constant transmutation, but you can wake up with the veracity of, wow, this is new and we can do this. We are here to bring Gaia home. We are here to illuminate as much as we are illumination within our soul story, within our creative expression and our exploration, our expression of who we are, the experience of us as light, as the sun. To bring that creative emotional energy forward, which is the moon, the divine feminine, and share it and express it and be the envelopement and the embodiment of pure love. And that is what heals all. It's the compassion. I have compassion for you. I've been in your path. I've walked your path as well. Your path is unique and your stories are unique, but I understand, and I'm reaching out in love and compassion. I get it. But you can live that moment of, you know what, I can let that go. Or maybe there's more healing required, or, I choose to shift that belief now. I choose to be this. Because it's all valid, but you can choose to see it from that highest perspective and truly create miracles from it. Obviously, because they've shown me so many times everything you've gone through, because it's all that infinity, right? However dense and however challenging and however unknown those energies may have been, and what we've called to ourselves, oftentimes so very challenging, and the stories we've co-created, is because you have that equal opportunity to ricochet into the light. Because we're creating from that density, we're creating from that navigation through darkness. It's called darkness. It's all love. It's all love, so the easier you allow yourself off the hook, not staying spiraling with those energies that feel as if they're connected with your field, or the thought forms of others that just keep plaguing you and so on. You can choose to, as soon as you awaken, everything is love, I am love. And you can see how fast those energies dissipate, especially for empaths. We can feel everything. And oftentimes what I'm doing now is I'm stating intentions while I'm sleeping. As I'm going to sleep, I state the intention for what I want to experience at night. I have Archangel Michael with me through my sleep, so that I'm always moving within the highest frequencies of the cosmos and not within the lower astral planes. And I'm intending that while I sleep, because it's a 24/7 movement of who I am. I'm in charge of my consciousness. And I intend those as I'm going to sleep. I intend the protection and the joy and the movement of the highest consciousness through my soul and my higher self and the archangels. And then when I awaken, I intend, when I awake, I will have this intention, instead of being blasted with whatever's going on karmically within the house, within the social collective, within the collective and Gaia, and so on, because Gaia is releasing as well. Gaia is being cleared and cleansed as we are. And so you can intend it as you go to bed, so that when you wake up, you're waking up with a higher and higher vibration, if you so choose. But you're in charge of everything. You're in charge of all cells. You're in charge of your health. You're in charge of how you look the next morning. Wake up and say, when I awaken, I will be youthful. I will be vibrant. I will carry my light, and I will move forward in my path. And it feels awkward and different. Trust me, believe me. Because for so many years I've been waffling in the energies and in the direction of others. And it felt like, okay, well, when is my turn to live my truth? When is my turn to speak my truth? When is my turn to live how I choose to live and speak in my truth? But we just get stuck in those patterns, because it was what I was brought up with, and those they're not my patterns anymore. It's not my truth. They're stories that have served me, and I honor them with great honor, and I honor the ancestors and the lineage that we're all healing. But now it's time for me to create my own magic. Now it's time for me to step forward. Now it's time for me to own my light, to claim my light and be my light. And it takes practice. You practice every time you brush your teeth, clear your field. You know, it's like that morning care. I'm going to sit down and clear my fields now and my body now, because it matters. My body matters. How I feel in the morning matters. The thought forms I feel in my field matters, you know, because it becomes matter. It becomes physicality. So that's where we can take that excitement, not the, oh gosh, worry, you know, can I do this? Yes, you can. You're pure light. You're pure love. It's all there is, love. You are a vessel of love. You are a vessel of perfection. You are a vessel of divine male and divine female. You have the will, you have the power, you have the strength, you have the creativity, you have the intuition, you have the wisdoms, you have the gifts. You have that divine perfection of balance. You have that divine perfection of, yes, I can do this. Regardless of what stories are going on in the peripheral, regardless of what's unfolding in your house, you can create. Today, my house will be filled with love, blessings, and joy. And you state it from the inner belly of who you are. I am walking as my light. I am walking as a temple of love. I create magic. I create miracles. This planet is beautiful and blessed and peaceful. My home is beautiful. My home is blessed, and my home is peaceful. The walls resonate with love and blessings. I resonate with love and blessings. Every cell is listening to me at this point right now. My body is awake. My body is alive. I radiate love and joy and benevolence and beautiful compassion to all. All life. All life is valued. All life is worthy. All life is a part of this beautiful journey for me to appreciate, for me to call in and say, wow, that's miraculous. I'm creating this. Because you're creating it from the essence of, yes, this is who I am today. You know, yesterday I was thrown off by someone's comments, or I was thrown off by this happening, by that happening, but that was the story of then. Now I choose to use this because I've learned that. And I can stand in my truth, and I can create from my light. I choose to create a world of peace. This is the story of me. I get to choose my story. I get to choose who I want to be. The character of this story, I get to choose. You get to choose it all. From the vibration you hold within, I am divine, peaceful light. And I radiate peace. I radiate compassion. I radiate love. And you're clearing and cleansing the space. You're clearing and cleansing the road before you. You're clearing and cleansing the fields that you walk within. You're sending out fields of unconditional love and joy and compassion to all. You're creating with the omnipresence that is pure love. That love then rebounds to you, pure love, pure love, pure love. Constantly building the miracle and the magic that you are. Feeding and cleansing that beautiful sacred geometry, the Merkaba, activating the codes, activating your DNA, clearing the chakras, and you walk in perfect alignment of your truth with Source. I walk as spirit. I anchor my spirit to this planet. I am one. I stand in the power of who I am. It feels awkward and weird, but I'm so good. I feel like me again. I feel like the little girl that was dancing on the planet, listening and hearing and connecting with everything, not having a care in the world of what others thought. That's what we get to create this time. This is our 5D planet that's aching. It's those grid energies that are calling us and tapping in our fields. You know, that sacred energies of all that we are. Gaia is calling to us, and it's tipping us right here perhaps. And if we're so busy and we're so out of balance and we're not tuned in and we're not hearing those calls of Gaia, Gaia is saying, remember, you used to talk with me on the planet. Remember, the fairies used to dance and used to dance in the forest. See how much joy you created, how much light you brought to this planet when you danced? The heavens are now saying, you're here to dance now. We're going to activate a code of yours. Can you turn it and can you call it in and harmonize and integrate it? Yes, first I need to release this belief that didn't think I was worthy of your light source, that I wasn't worthy of your love, Divine Mother, that I wasn't worthy of your creative ingenuity, or that I wasn't worthy of the heavenly voice, you know, that the Mother and the Divine Father speak with you. It's subtle and it's soft and it's elegant and it's beautiful, and they're talking with you and they're feeding you and they're nourishing you. But it's what we see and perceive from all of our experiences held within our chakras and the densities that say, well, I wasn't worthy to carry your voice, Father, Mother, Earth, fairies, angels. But you are. You're pure light. You are majesty. How does that feel? Does that feel good? Does that feel good to own your majesty? You're a magical little unicorn. Of course you are. How does it feel? It feels good. That's why we're here. We're here to feel good. Release the stories and ask for the highest heavenly angels. Angels, I have this story about my lack of worthiness. I thought that I wasn't worthy. I had people project that to me because it was something I felt within myself. I am worthy to be the greatness that I've come to be, that I am. And every moment I get to challenge myself and I get to allow it and I get to be peaceful within myself, because inner peace really comes from that authenticity that you allow yourself to experience and express and explore. My authenticity is to create love and oneness with my tribe that I've had in very few lifetimes, because it's been so combative, it's been so egoic, because it's a win-lose. You know, that's the ego, lower vibrational mentalities. And we say that only because of the density and the heaviness and the weightedness that it feels. Nobody wins. It never feels good. What feels good? Living as your highest truth. I believe in miracles. I will walk the miracle. I will call the miracle in. I am the vibration of miracles, however it may look, because a miracle comes in many infinite forms. Miracles come in your discovery and your remembrance of who you are from another planet so that you offer that gift forward. That is a miracle. Your miracle to come forward today and say, you know what, I don't want to eat meat anymore. I love eating with you, but you know, if you're uncomfortable about me changing my eating habits, that's okay. You can go away and you can figure that out, and I'm here with you, and you know, we can work it out and compromise on it, but I'm no longer eating meat. You know, when you're speaking and living your authentic truth, and as loving and as kind as you're able to do it, because others are going to move through their discomfort of your profound change, because you're carrying that light, you're packing it, and you're moving through, and you're wafting and you're clearing the densities as you walk. Not to do that, that's not the purpose. The purpose is for you to be joy. And that's when I woke up this morning and said, you know, I'm meant to be happy. I am meant to be joyful. I am meant to carry my light with great pride. That, you know, it's taken me lifetimes. It's literally taken all of us so many lifetimes to be at this stage where we are. This is miraculous. This is really miraculous. And don't allow the stories that are going on around you and the natural transitional energies that are moving, family shifting and changing, relationships shifting and changing, jobs, careers, whatever is shifting and changing, it's a natural occurrence of your miracle unfolding. It just is. So allow it to be okay. It's okay. Let it fall away. Let it crumble. That's the Tower card. The Tower card is saying it was not built for your light. Your light is pure. Your light is filled with integrity. Your light is filled with the genius of Source. It is to create in new ways. And you will be threaded, trust it. You will be linked and connected, trust it. Live from that center of knowing, I am a miracle. I am calling in my soul tribe. I am calling in a higher vibratory role and vocation that will suit my spiritual gifts, that will suit the being that I am becoming, that will suit the butterfly that I am breaking out to be. I trust creation. Those are the vibrations I'm sending out. I send out love and compassion. I honor that it will be returned. And I am open and receiving. And that's living in that constant state of fluidity and just allowance, not control. Control shuts every part of our multidimensional systems down. A huge theme that I was learning. I can't control the outcome. Just because there's emotional, loving connections with those, there will always be. They're not going anywhere. You know, they're always going to be there. We're all connecting and threading on varying levels, and we're all needing to detach, because that's ascension, detach from the limitations that we were carrying with us, because it can be far grander and better and more miraculous than we know. If we stay limited within the ego perspective, the ego only knows what the ego knows. The ego wants it to remain the same because it doesn't know anything else. It does not know spirit. It does not know what spirit can see at that highest perspective of all these things coming together for your miraculous outcome, the miracles coming to you left, right, and center. But that controlling ego pulls you back and you never see what's up here because it's a vibrational mismatch. It stays in those cycles of unchanging. And that's okay. There's no judgment. But I woke up this morning thinking, okay, I am the miracle, and I will walk it today. I will walk with the resonance of me being the light, the compassion, and the love that I've come to be. And that's a vibration that I hold true. I hold this vibration true to me. Yes, it wavers. And yes, I'm being rebalanced in our strength, because every time you waver and you waffle because of what's going on around you, because we're all still learning mastery, you get brought back to center and say, okay, well, I felt myself wobble. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to be more full. Okay, I felt myself wobble. I felt my limiting belief come in. I released it. Now I return to my center as pure light. It's all love. Our entire earth is pure love. Everything is pure love. It is pure love. What stories and what veils and what illusions are allowing you to perceive through that window of density? And that's what needs to be released, transmuted, cleared, to be brought back to the highest truth of you as a miracle of source. Pure love, infinite, through the universe, back, through the universe, back, your pure love. The miracle of source in motion. It's unbelievable. It's so amazing. So amazed. And aligning with those miracles, you've sent out all of those heart pulsations of all the things that you want to co-create. You co-create that oneness. You co-create our planet being healed. You co-create those vibrations of love for all beings. There are no minorities. You know, perceive the earth as miraculous. Perceive your collective as miraculous. Perceive the miraculous healings that are unfolding all over the place that aren't being shown and told, because fear seems to allow the fear programs to continue. And if you can, detach from whatever does not make you feel good. Detach from it. I stopped watching the news, oh my gosh, when I first awoken 10 years ago. I don't watch it, don't have the energy in my home, nor the car. You know, and newspapers, I just turn away, because the earth that I'm creating is a vibration of oneness. And I know that there are miraculous stories occurring. I know that there are miracles unfolding, and that's what I choose to put my attention and my focus on. I choose to change the vibration, not continue to spiral within the stories and the vibrations that do not align with who I am, and not the vibration of our truth. It's not negating what's going on in the world, because I'm an empath. I can feel it. I absolutely understand. I can see what's going on as an empath if I choose to tune into it. My role is to be the highest vibration of light that I can be, and assist all others through inspirational, empowering and encouraging stories of love and light, and offer the vibrations of the councils, offer the vibrations of the heavens, offer the simple truth of the heavens that you are pure love. You are pure love. And that love will transmute any and all density. And you will feel the angels clear your fields, and you will feel the angels clear your bodies, and you will feel the angels take those worries and concerns away. You will feel it. And you will walk with clear knowing, yes, I am an angel on earth here. I am an earth angel. I am meant to be here, and I will bring compassionate love back. We will bring Gaia home. Our soul tribe, we will walk in the power of our light. And we will have joy doing so. We will create miracles. We will bring the children's collective to a higher vibrational healing for what they're moving through and what will come forward, and how they have been abused and misused and in such inappropriateness. And it's our responsibility to start bathing our planet in pure, compassionate, holy light, to begin healing, to begin the realignment of who we are as one. We are one. We are one as love. We are love. There is nothing else. There is love. We experience the navigation to return to the power and that oneness, that unity, that purity, that authenticity, that truth. Our truth is love. Our truth is love. There is nothing that cannot heal and move. It will move mountains. And why the miracles had always been a story from every master that walked here. They lived it. They lived it for us. You are human. I am showing you as you are, as the Holy Christ. You are me. I am you. We are brothers. We are sisters. You are profound. You are magical. You are the light of source. You are the light of purity. You are your own highest truth. You can create your consciousness anew every moment. You are the power, and you are your authority. You and your highest authority know exactly what is on your path and what you're here to experience and explore. It's so vast, it's so wide, it's so infinitely, profoundly miraculous. You get to navigate and thread and weave. And what was coming to me this morning is the little fairies. I'll show you this card right here, if I can. This is a really high vibrational sharing, intimate sharing with you. I'll show you a couple here. I want to get the fairies of the forest. We'll bring these two. Just know that that the beautiful sisters from Alcyon, thank you, my sisters from Alcyon, the Pleiades, my soul family from the Pleiades are always with us, and the Star Mothers, thank you, Divine Star Mothers and Shamans. So these always remind me of these beautiful energies that we all play with. And the fairies, they come in many versions and forms. We think they have human bodies. The gnomes are more human than I've seen. When I've seen the gnomes, they have more human bodies than the fairies. The fairies are really elegant matters of light, and they move in about, and they balance and they play, and they balance and they play, bringing energies and they anchoring them to the consciousness fields of Gaia, with the Elohim, creating new energies, new flowers, new species, assisting the grids, assisting Gaia. And we have that ability to tap in and be miraculous weavers with them. So that's part of more of my energies will be in the future, will be to be the earth shaman again and awaken these beautiful, very sacred legacies of light with Gaia. But like these little fairies that go about and play, that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to be the fairies. We're meant to be the sacred keepers of the earth. We're meant to be these beautiful sacred resonant keepers where we're blessing and bathing our earth with beautiful golden light. We're bathing our earth with compassion. We're bathing our grids with our unique excitement to play. We're meant to play. And why you see the nature animals and why you see Gaia touch you and play with you in every way that we are able, that she is able, that Source is able. I'm constantly surrounded by birds and various birds and different kinds of birds, and they're following me everywhere, and insects and dragonflies and bees, because that vibration in my field is excited to be with them. I carry that vibration in my field. I'm entangling with you. I want to be with you. I offer my compassion and my excitement to be with you. And I know that in my lifetime, I will see unicorns again. And I said it years ago in our radio channeling, that when we, as a collective, bring that children's collective back up to its equal measure, the unicorns will return. Because we will have shown through our vibration that no energy upon our planet will be discarded, that it will be brought back into its light, that it should be. The unicorns and the dragons and all of these beautiful mythical and magical creatures that once were a part of our consciousness experience had left because our consciousness had lowered. And we're raising that vibration up again through our consciousness of majesty. We are that magic holder. We are the ones that bring magic back. We are the ones that thread that unique blessing of golden light. That yes, absolutely, fairies are real. Gnomes are real. The light keepers of our planet are absolutely very real. Every person has their own free choice to see what perspective of Earth they choose to see and experience and move through. And that's why it's such a unique blessing. It's free will. It's all valid. It's all love. It's all good. But my excitement this morning to come forward was to offer a really high vibration of excitement through the majesty of who we are, to be the essence of the fairies, to bring that magic back, to see the magic in all things, to see the love in all things, because it is all love. It's all love. Anything that you see or perceive in any one moment or sense or feel is because that thing needs to be cleared that is not aligning you with your truth of pure love. And it can be really quick. I release that. That's not who I am. I'm pure love. I choose joy. And they told me earlier this week, a selection. You know, are you selecting to be joy? And what are you projecting into your reality? I project joy, because our reality is accelerating, right? And there's going to be no more time. It will be instantaneous. So be selective about your core vibration. What's your core vibration? I choose to select joy and majesty. I will see unicorns and I will engage and entangle with them in whatever way that the universe so provides. You know, in my consciousness, I've connected with the unicornians, you know, the unicornian people, the beings from other realms and other dimensions, the seventh dimension. Thank you, unicornians. They're just tapping in right now. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate the divine heavenly essence of Holy Gaia that is connecting with us right now, and the various beings from on and off world that are showing us that there are many species that will be arriving within our consciousness readiness. Remember, dear ones, it's all about your readiness. It's all about your readiness to tap within who you are as a divine being of holy light, and how you're opening to the infinite possibilities that Source has to play and pretend with you. Pretend your world anew. Pretend your version of you anew. Pretend your body anew. Pretend the beautiful Gaia energy, her beautiful bosom that she supports you within, is allowing you to be a new version of you, a new version of humanity that is in oneness and in love, where stories of beautiful new myths of joy and laughter and blessings come forward for you. For you are the ones creating it. You are the ones creating this new version of majesty. We bless you in all ways, more than you can know. Open your eyes and your hearts, for there are blessings everywhere, dear ones. From all realms and all dimensions, we love you dearly. Thank you, dear lighted ones. Thank you, dear lighted ones, from the many beings of consciousness that are the heavenly angels and the heavenly consciousness, through the Elohim and the consciousness of our Father, Mother, God, and all that are the creators of spirit and light, reminding us that we are pure holy light, that we are one with all majesty, and we create through our ultimate vessels of light who we are, who we choose to create ourselves to be. Up to the heavens, and I ground down to Gaia. I have to ground. Thank you. Love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, beautiful councils of light. Thank you, the energies of the holy creators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm getting used to channeling these infinite beings of light. They're waves of consciousness, because they're not humanoid. It's consciousness. Waves of consciousness just move through me as my field opens to that vibration, because it's a really high vibration that I'm offering to right now. And so these waves of energy come through and deliver the message, and then it comes and it goes, and they're living through us. It's the consciousness that we are all existing within. Again, it's all love. And I'm opening the center of my being to live that love, to live that vibration, to live that majesty, and to know that it's in all that we prepare ourselves for. Our bodies carrying greater light. Our imaginations are starting to turn on, that creative divine feminine. From when we were children, we did create, and we did co-create with the fairies and with our planet and with all that we are as source beings of light. We're now bringing it to our reality. And those of us that are the way showers, those of us that are the leaders of those light packets, if you will, that clear the way and open the gates for others, we're offering our unconditional love and our compassion for everyone and all the stories you're walking through, and know that as you choose, the universe converges. So choose from that place of love, the center of your being. I am one with Source, and I am worthy. I carry great light, and I am worthy of a miracle today. I am worthy. And 100 times, I am worthy of this miracle coming to me now. I am worthy of this miracle coming to me now. The heavens and all of creation converges to offer me exactly what I need to serve my fulfillment, that soulful fulfillment, so that that gate opens and I can walk through it. And I can be with those highest souls that converge on that same level of integrity, on that same level of knowingness, of love. So that we then thread ourselves together as that beautiful pearl necklace that's threaded for everyone, as we're all carrying each other up into new versions of magical and mystical realities. That's where we've carried all these beautiful gifts of shamanism and mysticism and the high priestess and, you know, the sacred medicine people from all tribes. These are the gifts that are awakening to us, and why Gaia is creating new herbs, and why Gaia is creating new medicines. Many of the diseases and many of the medicines that are so synthetically fabricated do greater harm for the body in its natural essence to heal itself, using the natural medicinal properties from Gaia. If there's anything that we've created from an organic energy, not synthetically manipulated, you know, leaving the synthetic human experience, you know, aside, because those are the vibrations of control, you know, whether it's medicinal or whether it's, you know, induced, it doesn't matter how it is. The synthetic manipulations of anything are not the organic alignment of Source Creator, and not the organic alignment of who we are. Not saying that there are not properties of validity, very few. You know, again, we're not going to blanket it. But the organic body, your consciousness, your queen and your kingdomhood of your consciousness, your sovereignty, can allow it to explore the majesty and the miracles that exist as you being that sovereign master of it, of you, it as Source, IT, capital I, capital T, it, Source. Mother, Father, Source Creator, Sovereign Christic, Sovereign Metatronic, cell by cell, sacred geometry by sacred geometry. You have that choice and that knowingness. Today will be different. Every cell is under my command, and I will love it whole. I will bring greater light to every cell. I will bring greater light to every organ, and I will not be affected by fear. You know, and it takes that practice, you know, and then the next day you're going to walk, wow, that felt really good. I'm feeling a bit higher, a bit more sure. I'm walking a bit more steady. My feet feel more grounded, because your body's, all that you are as a multidimensional being, is aching for your commandment. We say commandment in the way of heavenly sovereignty. Are you commanding the intelligence to know that you're infinite? My intelligent body, my mental body, is a refined body of threaded light. My mental body carries with it threads of color, threads of vibration, and I will purify and I will cleanse it every morning and every afternoon and every night, because my mental body is my intellect to the heavens, straight connection to the heavens, and I will receive all that I need within my mental body. And I choose to have it balanced, because when it's imbalanced, it doesn't feel very good. It feels foggy. I feel daisy. I feel confused. I feel as if I'm waffling around everyone else's energy. So it takes that sovereignty and that commandment. I choose to be the commander of my multidimensional bodies. And it's new, because we've never walked like this before, you know, especially divine feminine, because it feels masculine, but it's not. If it's done within that elegance of, yes, I'm a divine feminine, and I will walk within my elegance and my own power to be me. Because there's often times where what we have been shown as divine male and female, did I say that right? Divine male and female, divine feminine and masculine, those are arbitrary. You know, there's nothing that says a woman cannot be strong and proud and confident, which have been usually divine male oriented, but they're arbitrary. Who chose to put those words under what? You know, divine male and female come in all, it's all one. Again, we're coming into oneness, we're coming into inclusion, we're coming into unity, we're coming into consciousness awareness that we are all one. And divine feminine can be powerful, we can be strong, we can be confident and very clear about who we are. And to some, because they're operating from the beliefs of those definitions being placed in certain boxes, can seem and be uncomfortable with those energies because it's never been displayed before. A beautiful, divine, feminine, elegant, confident, powerful woman is very few and far between in our history, that filled with integrity, filled within the consciousness of the greater good of the all. You know, it's very few and far between, because we're coming from all of those systems. Back in the day, in our temple work, Isis, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine that are the essence within our consciousness that we're all here to garner and be elegant and soft within. And we're all learning, you know, I'm absolutely learning. You know, I've come with the imbalance of the divine masculine, distortions, you know, falsities about what I thought I had to accomplish as, trying to survive as a divine feminine. It had to be accomplished. It had to be this, it had to be that, all those goals that we thought were, you know, the distortions of the ego from old paradigms. But that's not it. I value myself as a beautiful divine feminine, that I'm equal in my male and my female energies. I'm balancing and I'm clearing as I go. I'm learning as I grow, but I will glow in my femininehood. I will glow. I will call this light forward, and I am feminine. I will glow and I will call it forward. I will call forward my strength. I will call forward that beautiful nurturance that I can care for any living being and any living life that is fully compassionate and nurturing. So that's that balance that we're all going to be working within and around, and clearing out the distortions, because they all come up, because it's our story. It's the game we're playing, if you will. But just know that miracle that you are, allow it. Honor it, sacred with it, honor your light, honor your body. You are a sacred miracle. Every cell is sacred, and start speaking to your cells, your organs, your day. Today is going to be a miracle. I'm creating this. As I walk about, I walk as the miracle that I am. And my light, my miraculous light, will clear the way, because it's a vibration. Not for any other reason, but for you to feel good within who you are, for you to feel that alignment. And really ground with Gaia and ground. So allow yourself to release the density. I release that. It's not my worry anymore. I'm going to close the door on it. Close the door on it. And now I choose to be the light that I am. I choose to be the miracle that I am. I am a legacy of light, and I will walk as it. Capital I, capital T. I am Holy Mother. I am Holy Father. Because I'm creating 5D Earth right now. I'm creating the miracles I'm going to walk into. I'm creating my home. I am creating my energy field. My energy field is radiating compassion. I love you. I love everyone. I love everything, because that's going to come back to me and I'm going to feel it. My cells are going to soak that love in. Not controlling. I'm sending it out, letting it go. And my cells are going to honor it. My cells are going to be receptors of it, because control locks the cells and closes the cells down. Nothing gets through, because that's fear. Right? So you want to open in love, open in light. That allows all your cells to receive. You're not here to control your path. You're not here to fabricate a certain outcome. Let it all go and just surrender into source. Allow that surrender to wave, to be that surfboard on the wave, right? That source. Source is that breath of life. You're breathing with the heavens. That's the wave. The surfboard is your acknowledgement. That's your tool to ride the wave. Your vessel is how you co-create this new experience through your allowance, your acceptance, and your acknowledgement. My surfboard is that tool. I am choosing with my free will that tool, and I'm going to create this movement with source. It is fluidic. It is a continuity. And whatever comes up, I have the knowledge, the skills, and the wisdoms, and the intelligence, and the nurturance, and the love, and the divine will to move with whatever comes forward. And that's that natural progression. You're living in alignment with your soul. Your soul is living with you. Your soul will guide you to who you need to talk to. Your soul will guide you. Your higher self will guide you. It doesn't have to be that controlled plan. Because then that's fabricated within belief systems and paradigms and stories that are not what the higher self and the soul needs. And Source Creator is taking you somewhere new, miraculous. Your energies have been placing that out there. You're a compassionate being of light, and this is what you're vibrating. And that will come back to you in myriad of ways, whether somebody just offering you a loan, somebody's giving you a space to let, whatever it might be that's part of your soul's version. Because oftentimes these things come to us and we have no idea. Like my team said, you're going to surrender to source and be a part of that ride with source. That source wave will take you. But it might be completely unrelated to what you thought that your gift was, or that you thought that you had to your path. Because in my ego mind, I had this path that I was taking. That's what I would create. That's the progression that I would connect with. And my team was saying, be open, because it's not going to look like that. Don't be disappointed, girlfriend, but it's not going to look like that. It just won't. Parts of it might be, the vibration might be, but there's grander things that your consciousness is ready to miraculously co-create. And that's the ride. That's the surrender of source. That's the 5D experience that you wanted. That's the mastery. Your gifts and your skills and your resonance is the wave. Your resonance is your wave. Your resonance is that breath with source, that harmony with source. I'm one with source. I got you, source. You got my back. I got yours. How can we co-create? I know I've got great gifts. I know I'm going to discover them. I know they will awaken. I understand I will be activated. I'm fully in alignment. I'm fully in surrender. Divine order, not my will. Thy will be done. I surrender. I am one. Guide me. 100%. Where am I going? And all will be as it should be. Your desires for that beautiful, big, happy family, your desires for that beautiful, abundant vocation of service, whatever it might be, because that is your intention, that is your resonance, will be there. It will thread in how it's needed to. But remember, it's always collectively threaded. We wanted to bring this forward as our last illustration. And we talk about this often in our webinars, that we, as the beautiful experience of who we are, our sacred trinity, our soul's contract is always a sacred trinity. Our soul's blueprint, it's always threaded in a grander, infinite sacred trinity. It goes up to the infinite. Soul group, soul group, soul group, soul group, all the way up to the highest threading as our first birthing from source. All now. And so the sacred trinity is your soul's creation with the Holy Mother Father, your creators, the spirit, heavens, creators, God, however you choose to create the all that is of creation, omnipresence. And then from that, You're creating with the soul's collective, the collective that you've come with. You know, that means family, friends, lovers, the collective, Gaia, and the collective with Gaia as well. So that's the sacred trinity that we as a soul, as a human, co-create with. And this, remember, this heavenly collective is also galactic, universal, multiverse, multigalactic, multiplanetary. Every type of consciousness that's even unimaginable is your connection within your soul's blueprint. And so every time we move through these clearings, we're ever pressing out and calling in the exact gifts, the exact consciousness alignment. So as I clear and cleanse the limitations, I'm now clearing and connecting with waves of consciousness that come in and out that are not from this planet, not even from this universe. They're threads and pockets they come as little pockets of consciousness, of light. You know, and I'm sending light right back because they're just sending the light to me and I'm sending it right back. Thank you. I love you. I'm one with you. And so this is the sacred triad that we all come within, you know, that the soul, the higher self, all that we are is this physical encasing. We are source. We come with that principle of our universality, our omnipresence, that's threaded with our humanity collective, why we've come forward to help our collective and be the sacred shepherds and bring Gaia home, bring humanity home to its truth of light, of pure love, of oneness. And the Gaia collective, that's our sacred trinity. We're constantly harmonizing in this infinity within this sacred trinity. And as the higher version of our sacred trinity merges with the lower version, we only say lower because it's the only words we have. But as we call up all of the subconscious, that's the lower consciousness energies, the repressed, suppressed memories, if you will, the lower consciousness, as we clear and cleanse it, that lower body becomes lighter and lighter. That lower body harmonizes the higher body and becomes a diamond, the diamond sacred heart, which is always pure and true within your diamond sacred heart. We are becoming our heart. We are becoming our higher self. We are becoming our soul through that sacred geometry of the diamond, the Christic diamond, the pure divine sacred heart, and the diamond right here. And it's shown on the Shroud of Turin. And I often refer to this because that's what I was shown, and how I created the illustrations. The sacred diamond heart was what I was shown. And my validation for that was the Shroud of Turin, through my own guides and my connections. And so that diamond sacred heart was that Christic vibration of pure unconditional love and oneness. We are here for love and oneness. That is our vibrational truth. However we explore it, it's all right and real and it's all good. So often when you wake up, that is my truth. I am sacred, I am one, I am magical, I am mysterious, I am all that is the holiest of holy. That is me. This is who I choose to be. I am all. I am encompassed. I am above as below. That's my truth. And that is miraculous. That is your wholeness. That is the oneness that you can walk with and truly illuminate everything in your path to be returned to you in kind. So that's my beautiful, sacred, intimate sharing with you today. I wanted it to be vibrationally exciting. I wanted it to be vibrationally co-creative. I wanted it to be vibrationally compassionate, understanding the journey and the navigation that we all go through, but know that at every moment you can become that miracle of light that you are, and that we are the sacred, benevolent beings of light walking the planet, calling all into love and oneness and compassion. And in that, dear lighted ones, I wish you a very magical and miraculous day. I wish you all the light from the heavens and all of the beautiful truth that sits within you and resides within you for you to awaken, to explore, express, and experience as your own beautiful validity and continuity of love and light that lives through you, the divine and the Holy Mother, Father, and all of the creators living through you in all moments, to know and to remember that you are divine love and that you are so very blessed and your song is unique and needed. And we love you in every way. Namaste.